White people, white people, white people. White people, white people, white people, white people. White people, white people, white people, white people. White people. You're going to leave America one day. Like your ancestors in the future. You say, shut up. No, I ain't shutting up. You are. Yeah. You know why you're going to leave America, white man and white woman? Some of the white women still going to be here. But they're going to be here only so the brother can get on top of them. The Mexican women too. Why people worship Satan, part 9. Like, why do people worship Satan, part 9? It ain't nothing but the white people, man, in America worshiping Satan because there's too many black people in America. And they need something more potent. They can't use Jim Crow because, excuse me, Jim Crow, some Christians are against Jim Crow. Some Christians are against Jim Crow, so they're not going to team up with the Jim Crow. So they got to have a system they can team up together. You understand what I mean by that? The white people have to have a system where they can team up together. And this make them team up. This make the Christians, the politicians, the Silicon Valley white people, the Wall Street white people, the military white people, the politician white people. This make them all team up together. See, the KKK can't do it because some white people don't want to be in that outfit. Like, man, I don't want that. Bring up get a better outfit. But this right here came from a black African system. The Hebrew Israelites came up with it. And that's what drove them out of their homeland. And this is what's going to drive the white man out of his little temporary home. Like his temporary home, because this ain't really his home. It's temporary. It's like a trip for him. You know how you go on a trip? Like you know how you go on a trip or a trip somewhere? It's like a trip for the white man. He just been here a long time. His original home is in Europe. And that's where he's going to go back to. But when he do go back there, it's not going to be the same for him. He's not going to have no missile silos anymore, no tanks rolling down the street, no policemen, none of that. Somebody else going to have him like this. The black people. All right? If they don't want to get in line, most of them, when they go to Europe, they're going to destroy the Europeans too. The Africans. Mm-hmm. They're going to take the world back. But it's going to start here. Like, to be honest with you, it's going to start right here in America. The white man got a domino effect that's going to start here in America. He pushing black people around. One day they're going to push him around and push him down. He's going to go. Yep. Yep. You are, buddy. Sorry. Yeah, because you know why? You underestimate that. It's not that you push them around too much. You underestimate that. You know what I mean by that, buddy? You underestimate you waking up and all the other white people waking up. They don't wake up at the same time. And you don't wake them up. You don't wake them up. They all got to go to bed in these like little spaces you got them plucked in. You got them pushed in, the white people of America. Then the suburbs of Illinois, Texas, California, Vermont. And they like in a little cell. Mm-hmm. Yep. But they came here a long time ago, back in the 1400s, 1300s, in a violent voyage. The white people had a violent voyage when they first came here to these parts of the world. It was a violent voyage because they was fulfilling something that God wanted them to do to the Native Americans. The Native Americans, because the Native Americans was bad. Before the white man came, they was killing people, raping, sacrificing people, blaspheming God too. And the Native Americans had been here longer than the white people been here. Yeah. But see what happened to them though, right? See they walking around talking about they want their country back. No. You see most of them destroyed. If you see most of the Native Americans, they got straight hair, they got light skin. Most of them do. Because the white man with his conquering tools, with his armor and his boats and his ships. Because he's a god. That's all I'm saying. And it's going to happen to you too. But the people ain't going to have to travel from afar, white man. You know how you came here and took over somebody? And nobody going to travel here to take you, man. He can give you that. He can give you that fight. He can let somebody else travel here and do it to you. But he not going to do that because you ain't got no beef with those people. You got beef with the people right here. Your beef right here, man. This where your beef is here, and this where it's going to be cooked and eaten at. Yeah. All right. Right now, today is Wednesday or Tuesday. You can just sit up and kick it. And today Wednesday? I think today Wednesday. Let me see what's today. Today Wednesday. So Wednesday, you know, you're gonna be white people, man. You know, you got to creep along, dude. You got to creep along from day by day. Yeah, but you don't forget you worshiping this too much, and you got some mass killings set up. You got some people ready to kill their family. You got some people ready to jump for you. Celebrities ready to do it when you call them. You know what you got. Come on. Rock on, Satan. But this ain't nothing but a black system that the white man using to corral black people and to control them. Control their business leaders, their religious leaders, their entertainers, their thinking minds. The white man want to control the black people. But little do he know, he ain't even got control of them. Nope, he just got some that he can talk to, that he in somewhat of a conversation with. And, you know, he hope everything goes well because he got some information on him. Say, man, come on. I'll show everybody. Come on now. You better go before I put it out here. The white people. The white people, this ain't nothing. I'm going to say it again. This ain't nothing but white people hiding behind it that believe in the Jim Crow and William Lynch system. And they can use this to miseducate people too. Uneducate people, should I say. Miseducate, uneducate. Yep. And unfortunately, when the white man is gone, the black people ain't gonna need no CIA building. CIA building for what? It ain't nothing but an old ass building. They don't need no Homeland Security. Homeland Security for what? They don't need that shit. That's just something to give the white man something to do because, don't forget, he let the immigration get to this big, man. God damn. He allowed immigration to swell to the numbers that it's in. Yeah. Immigration, the number of people in America, you know how it got to that big? Because of white men, because he need new bodies to play with. The black people gonna get him one day because he's trying to smother them because they up under there, but they really not under there. They running around with him too. Right. He's trying to smother them out with other. He want the black people to mix with Jamaican, Haitian, Asian, Arab, Mexican, white people. He want the black people, the black women and men of America to do that because he really can't kill them off. He tried to kill them off with gun violence, AIDS, Jesus. Nope. Because one day they're gonna get you. And guess what? The white people of today and the 60s and the 50s, they're going to find out by the God that created them that it happened to them. They're going to get to see that, man, that embarrassment happened to you. You say, William, how is that possible? Well, what do you mean, how is things possible? If it's a God that made the sun, the moon, and the stars, the water, you didn't make the water, white man. You didn't make the fish. You didn't make no fucking air. You didn't make shit. Somebody made you. So what did you make that somebody can call you God? Oh, gun and some money? That ain't shit. Don't give you no wings to fly. I can't make you walk through no walls. You could just destroy something with that. Why don't you just be honest? You got the education. You smarty pants. You so smart. If you so smart, why you be sitting down in a chair? Yeah, why you drive a car? Why don't you just take off from your feet and start flying? Show me some real power. You ain't got none. You're just a punk. You're just a punk, man. That's all you are. And most black people know it. How about that? And if you come out with your hand grenades trying to destroy them all, that's when you're really gonna get it. Like I say, it's on you first. Don't forget, you the white pieces. So you get to push up first. But you ain't never moved it yet because you're like a little punk. 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 You don't want to tell the black people you don't like them, so you try to be, undercover. Get some of the people involved and do this. You know what you do. You know what you do, man. Always talking about white Jesus, Let me tell you something. Let me ask you something about white Jesus. How is it possible when the white people show a white Jesus and they show Paul and all these people, when they show you the lineage of these people, but yet instead they was born in the colored world? It's colored people, all the animals are colored, and the white people was here first? I don't get it, dude. I mean, if anybody believe what the white people say about that shit, you crazy as hell. I'm going to say that again. How is it that the white people got a white Jesus and a white Moses and a white Adam and Eve, but they was born in the colored world? The animals colored, and then white people here, and colored people are here too? No, somebody needs some self-esteem. That's it. Somebody needs some self-esteem, and they're trying to take something by force. Because that information come from other white people killing people with knives, swords, and shields. That information, that Bible knowledge, it come from other white people stabbing people. And they fix it up to give themselves some self-esteem. That's it. White people worship Satan. It's the white people. It ain't nothing but men needing control over other people. Men needing control over other people. That's it. White people mainly, because white people got the money. They got the television cameras. See, with money you can get you a car, you can get you a house. But if you look at most of the white man's architecture, like his houses, you look at them and say, man, I wouldn't even want to live there. I'd live there if somebody gave it to me, but I wouldn't want to buy it. Houses ain't got no to it. It ain't got no pick me up and you got a house by an ocean, that still ain't nothing, white man. I just be looking at them like, I'm saying me. You love it. This just me. I ain't got no money to afford it, baby. I'm saying you can't build nothing that I would want to live in. I look at it like, okay, no, because I know what I like, dog. You can build something that I say, yeah, all right. You know what I'm saying? I guess. But at the end of the day, it's still going to get dusty. It's still, at the end of the day, ain't got no wings to fly. It's going to get old. The houses I want, I don't want them to get old, buddy. Your houses get old. That's what I'm trying to get to. They get old and worn out. They start getting rusty and dusty. And that's why you got big mansions on sale right now that nobody want to buy them. Get out of here. Puffy put up his house. Rick Ross. A lot of people. Get out of here. Most of your houses, 90% of them in America, they get old, rusty, and dusty. Dust get up in them. Dust. You ain't got dust-free homes, white man. You know why? The dust come from outside. You don't know how to stop the dust from coming in. You know how to keep the dust from coming in hospitals, but it be dust in hospitals too. Yeah. Like the hospitals are supposed to be so clean, the white man's hospital, it be dust in them. Oh yeah. And rust. No, he just keep the cooling system running. The cooling system running. That's all. He keep it running. That's it. The cooler the climate, the dust stay away. But little do you know, dust get into places when it's cool too. You can't kill the dust off. It ain't nothing but particles of the earth. That's it. The wind picking it up. Yeah. Yeah, but this is Satan worship. And the white man got people online from India, digging in the ground with a stick, making all this. 40 million views. That's just people that need self-esteem. It's like comical. It's like the internet is kind of like, yeah, I mean, I like battle rap, but some of this, best thing on the internet, I can't really tell you because it's kind of like it's mechanical. They ain't really got no real to it. They don't. I'm just being honest. They don't. They ain't really got. It ain't no real pop to it. Even though Google and YouTube say everything got to be a show. It's a show, but the show don't make it move. It don't pop. Nope. It don't pop. It drag along like this. You have to look at it like this. Mm-hmm. Why people worship Satan, part 9. It's white people. They don't want to be Jim Crow no more. They don't want to be KKK. It's something more potent. It's something that is keep them together. Keep people in line. It's got a lot of violence to it. But this gonna turn on the white man one day and stick him like this. He gonna be like that. The white man. You got too many black people working for him. It ain't really that. He owed them a lot of money, man. He owed them a lot of money. They constantly mess with him. Then they pit him against each other. That's just one of the things they do. They use the Africans, like the Africans from the native Africa, Jamaicans, Haitians. They use the mixed people, the half-breeds, whether half-breed white and black, half-breed Asian and black, half-breed Spanish and black, Jamaican and black, African and black. They use those half-breeds and they incorporate them. The white man do. To go chase after the African Americans because they're in Detroit, they're in Mississippi, they're in Alabama. But they're not gonna never get them though. And they don't even need a big number to get you, white man. They don't need a big number to get you. They could just use a few people to get you. You be like, huh? I know you think that's impossible for a few people to get you, sir. I know. That sounds impossible, don't it? That sounds like one of your fairy tales. But in your movies, James Bond did it. But that's in your movies. But you made it happen in your movies. Jason Bourne did it. Shooter did it, didn't he? Didn't he take him down? The Terminator definitely took a lot of people down. They're going to take you and chase you out of America one day, the white people. And some of the buildings going to burn, like his architecture, the architecture that the white man got. Did you see the Roman, the Catholic? You know how the Catholic Church look with that dome on it? Black people going to tear it down, burn it to the ground. Because they're going to put up their symbols. Yeah, because you're not going to give them their money. So the money got too much interest on it. It's too much money to give them. It's too much money. If you had to give them reparations today, you would have to give them all in the billions, in the hundreds and hundreds of billions. Yeah, they'd be probably the richest people on the planet. Yeah, because they have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of billions, almost trillions in the bank to each and every one of them. You say, huh? Yep. Yeah, because the money got interest on it. And you don't know nothing about that interest. That's why God going to give you somebody something to take you, and they're going to get there. And they're going to be going up in the banks and just taking money out, and money going to be falling out of people's hands. Some people going to be barbecuing with money like this. Some black people going to be barbecuing with money like this. And took a lot from your banks. Sitting around just burning it. Giving it to people. Here, man. People say, I don't want that. Real power to fly, yes. I know you don't know nothing about that, white man. Real power to fly without a plane. Without a plane, without wings. Without wings, that power exists, but it's not going to be given to you because you don't deserve it. Because God didn't choose you. He let you come through a sinful system, sir. That's it. Where did you come from? Yeah, where did you come from? You gonna say you came in with an explosion. You saying that yourself, white man. You ain't got no proof of that. You saying that to the world. You can't prove that to the world. You can show them a picture, but you can't give them the hard proof. So it's just a talk. You're just talking like me. I'm talking in the video. Yeah. If I ask you where did you come from, you couldn't tell me. You say the Big Bang, and I say prove it to me. I say give me the proof. Don't show me no pictures. Don't show me no book. Give me the proof. Give me the picture where it exploded and you came from. You can't do that. I challenge you that way. Some other black person to just talk to you like, well, Jesus. No, I tell you to show me the proof of you. You just look at me. I know, and it'll be over with. So when we had to have that conversation, you know what I mean, Daddy-O? But I could prove to you that it was a God. Yeah. Look at all the different human beings. Look at the black people. And that's what you don't want to look at in the colored world. See, you try to erase that from your Big Bang theory. If you do, you put them in there as a little monkey. Say, use like this. Now, how can you prove that, white man? How can you prove that the black people were here first, but they was little monkeys? You got some proof? Yeah, you got some proof? No, you just talking. You're just a punk. You're just talking, trying to bring somebody's self-esteem down. That's why they're going to get you one day, because they are the original. You got too many people working for you. The black people. I know you don't like me. I don't care if you don't like me. Good you don't like me. I want to get in your head anyway. You know, so I'm a black person anyway, so I'm not on your side. You're not with me. You're not with me. You're against me anyway. So if you could when you start being honest about what you're doing to people, that's when you feel better. That's when you really don't give a fuck. See what I'm saying? You have to come out and say you don't care, but you be secretive. Secretive with your hatred for black people. Just come on out and make you a punk when you're secretive. And you know you're a little punk, so you got to sneak around. You talk to black people too. Some of you white people that hate black people, every now and then you'll speak to a black person. Your favorite one, special favorite woman of yours. If the person look attractive enough, you say something to them. You say, how you doing? Especially if you're in a place where you jammed up, where you got to speak to somebody like at a store, or this or that, because you definitely go outside. You're definitely outside. And you see black people. If you don't see them on the news, you see them in the store. So you might have to get by some of them and say, hey, you know, how you doing? Right. You ain't got no proof that evolution exists. And I said, you talking about Jesus and Adam and all those people. They was white, but they live in a colored world. How is that possible? You got the lineage of all those people, Adam and Eve, and ain't no colored people in there. They make you look stupid. They do, man, because you ain't got no proof that Adam and Eve was white or none of those people. It's just something to give you self-esteem, white people. But don't forget you got this. They say, shut up, nigga. They're going to get you one day, though. They're going to get you one day and chase you out of America, white people of America. There's going to be a lot of y'all dead on the ground. They're going to need a lot of your prisons that you building. You know how the prisons you building? There's going to be a lot of people going to jail. Ain't going to be no crack on the street. No pornography. Nope, ain't gonna be no teachers of white Jesus. No. Ain't gonna be a lot of gun violence. No gun violence. Don't do away with it, white man. This is your sinful, mechanical world, sir. Because you live in a colored world, so you're always like this. You're like this. You have to make sure things are clear for you to do something. You chop down a brown tree. Don't forget, your money green. It's got some white in it. It's a white paper, but the white paper that you made out the trees, the pulp of the trees, that looked pathetic to you. So you had to put some green on it. You know what I mean? The white paper that you made from the trees. Why don't you just give out white paper, white man? Like the sheet of slick white paper? It's you. and just put some see-through white characters on them. Just put some characters on them. Just put an impression from a machine through the white paper. Don't put no gold on it. How that would look. How would that look? People, you know what I mean, buddy? You know what I mean by that? You don't like me talking to you like this. They're going to get you one day anyway. And I'm going to see it. Want to think about it? All right. Okay. I'm finally get you white people of America. Sorry, you worshiping Satan. Most of y'all got attitudes. You think because you live in downtown or on the beach or in the suburbs, you think you God? No, you got to go to the bathroom. That's why you got all those toilets in your house, in your apartment. Why you go to the bathroom so much if you got so much power? Do your boo-boo stink? Yeah, I bet you do. It stink. It smells like somebody died. So somebody gave you something. Somebody made you part of a system. It's a racist system. It's a hateful system towards people like me, or darker than me, much darker than me. But mainly the black people from America that's been here, that the white people owe the reparations to. They're trying to destroy them, but they can't. And one day y'all gonna get into a fight. Did you tell me you got Miss Moore with you? And you got people under the ground. You know what you got, dog. I ain't tripping on that. I'm just making a video. I'm making a video. Why people worship Satan, part 9. People worship Satan because the white people, it's not their Satan worship today. Somebody gave them something. They're just following the tradition, man. God damn. It's not theirs. They're just following the tradition and they're making things. It's like a business. It's like Walgreens. It's like McDonald's. If you come in there, but they're just dealing in Satan worship. They want to deceive people. There's so many people in the world that want to be able to take some of the people out of the world by mysterious, unsolved like us. An unsolved mystery, but it's actually them setting the people up to go to fall to their doom. And they're like this. Then they make a show, an unsolved mystery. A jet crash. Look at that. Yep. So basically, before I go, you're worshiping Satan and you want the mark of the beast. What is a beast? A beast? Something that's nasty. Something that ravages through things. The white people of America worship Satan, man. You got to be careful because they get a lot of your favorite celebrities involved. They get Hebrew Israelites involved on the internet. Some of you YouTubers. Definitely some of you, not definitely some, but all. Most of your big time basketball stars. Football people. Hollywood people. Politician people. Religious people. They get those people involved. Yeah, so they can give the black people nothing. Keep them in control. If you want something, you have to wear the pink. Ain't nobody gonna wear your pink, and that's how it's gonna start because you're gonna be trying to force your mark on the beast on everybody, white people. You'll mess with the wrong people, and it's gonna explode on you. I know you saying you got a bomb squad. I already know, buddy. You got a bomb squad. You got a fire hose. You got a net. You got everything. You got it all down packed. So I'm not talking to you. I'm just talking about you. I already know what you got. I already know. You got Ghostbusters coming back out. You let the monsters out. There ain't nothing but you and in the future. That's it. And somebody going to have to clean your bullshit up. The black people, because they're going to have your America one day. Not only they're going to have your America, they're going to have they're going to have Canada, the Caribbeans, they're going to have Mexico, they're going to have Brazil. The black people in America, when they get you, they're going to have your war chest. And in your war chest is a lot of documents and keys and passcodes. A lot of goodies. They're going to have to dismember a lot of stuff, but they're going to disarm, should I say. Disarm a lot of stuff, but in your war chest is keys to China, Saudi Arabia, But it's very secretive. Because they with you. South Africa. They're going to free all those people under your clutches. Brazil. Yes. Why not? They're going to free them all, buddy. I know you don't think that's going to happen because you got a net to catch it. And you got Superman waiting and Thanos ready to snap his fingers. And the Olympians and the Titans ready to save the day for you, swoop out of nowhere. Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel and the Phoenix. You got all of it, man. We know, we already know. You're going to get into it with the black people one day, though, sir. I know you underestimate that. You know what underestimating something is? That's one thing you underestimate. Yep, and you underestimate that and you're going to lose, too. Because you're definitely going to get into it with them. Right now, we chilling. Right now, we chilling out. You got Miss Moore, you got people against me. So right now, you chilling. You got the power to pit black people against each other in Detroit and Philly. And you got so much power, man. So I'm just letting you know. I'm just putting it in the ethers. That's it. I'm not trying to reach black people. Do you understand what I mean? I'm not trying to reach black people. I'm just telling you what's in my mind, what I see in the darkness of my mind. You say, well, that's your mind, right? Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Why don't you just let it, it's just my mind. It's going to happen to you, white man, because it's a glorious God. All right? Sorry. And the white people of today going to find out in the future that they had this happen to them. Yeah, people gonna let you know that. Like, you gonna get this. You gonna get this in your soul, white man. It's gonna be a part of your punishment for your soul. For so many white people believing in the white Jesus, knowing that they believe in him because somebody else gave it to them. You just don't know, white people. You don't care. I'm gonna say this again before I go. How do you have a white Jesus? How do you have a white Jesus and the elephants are gray? The elephants are gray, the crocodiles are green, the giraffes are brown and gold spotted. The lions are goldish, the bears are brown. How is that? How is all that, man? You got a white Jesus, but he come to a colored world. You're not making no sense. It's not really adding up. And real people use their common sense to say it's colored world, white people, and it's colored people. Now I can see if you can put a timeline together where it was white people with no colored world, then you might get through. But you got a white people in colored world, you're not going to fool me. You can fool them. You can fool them. But you probably ain't even fooling them. You're just fooling yourself. Think about it. You got colored clothes on, white people. So, why don't you just let that white body hang on out? Let us see it. Let it just hang on out. Yeah, you better not. Later. Hold on, how much time we got left? In the future, 666, part 9, the white people worshiping Satan, and they finally gonna get what's coming to them. The nastiness, pornography, child pornography, bestiality is all in America. But then they got it in private now. Bestiality, women having sex with dogs, it's private. But in the future, they're going to bring it out. Other white people is. Yeah, because they got to make it filthy for Satan. They don't care what I'm saying. It's filth for Satan. And they ain't never met Satan. They never met him. But when they finally do meet him, they ain't going to like it. Yeah. You ain't going to be able to embrace Satan, sir. Sorry to tell you that. That's another small disclaimer. No such thing as embracing Satan. No such thing as smiling and hanging out with him. No. Just pain and suffering and wish you were never around Satan.